Hello, everyone, and welcome to League of Legends, not Champion Spotlight, but welcome to League of Legends, where I'm going to be playing Aurelion Sol, which is apparently this crazy, like, space dragon thing, and I like space and I like dragons, I know. I think if anyone says I like space now, everyone's like, oh, okay, Markiplier. But I really do like the idea of, like, kind of this cosmic thing, because, cosmic, dadgummit, I can't get away from references to other people. But yeah, he's a Star Forger. He's an AP caster for those of you who actually know a little bit more about League. But if you don't know anything about League, he's a space dragon that can fly. That's all that you really need to know. He creates stars, blows up stars. He's like this cosmic, like super, like brilliant, amazing creature of doom and destruction, or generation and birth. But he is, he's just some crazy space dragon thing. He's really cool seeming. Anyways, for those of you who do know a little bit more about League, he does have, of course, the really odd ability set here. We're going to go over it before we actually get into the game so people can have a chance to see like what he does. Center of the universe. Basically what's going on here is that he has these little stars that go around his character. If you guys have played Dota and you don't know anything about League, this kind of will remind you of Wisp. But think of Wisp without them exploding upon collision. That was one thing that really got me interested in this, because I always wanted to have a version of Wisp that was more deadly and lethal, and League actually delivered on that. So actually, I'm going to do it just in the same way that the Spotlight did, because it was pretty well put out. W is actually his active toggleable ability. So what he can do is he can make his stars go outward. Again, if you've played Dota, then this is going to be your skill that pushes out your little things that circle you, in that case the wisps, but it pushes those things out and they rotate a little bit faster to make up for the fact that the radius of the circle is a little bit larger. So that is actually kind of cool. It also increases how much damage they do. I'm going to go do his E next, because his E is a little bit funky and odd. So his E allows him to actually just, as he moves in one direction, passively it increases his speed. If you activate it, he turns literally into a flying cosmic space dragon. Just cannot understand how it could be any cooler, because it just seems really cool. I mean, you're literally a flying cosmic space dragon. So I don't know. I thought this was something that was really interesting. You can see things over walls. You can obviously, as you saw in the video, you can fly over walls as well. But other people can see you as well. So you are actually like literally up in the sky. So it's the difference of being, for whatever reason, you can see a dragon, like, granted it's huge and whatever, and you would ask questions about Cho'Gath and stuff, but you can see this guy flying around, so you're not exactly sneaky. Also, it should be noted that whenever you're in brush, in League, obviously your hero is stealthed, right? You normally can't see him, and you won't see Aurelion Sol either, but his stars, of course, like, are its own little entities, so they are poking out of the brush, which is, of course, not exactly ideal if you want to lay out an ambush, but I'm sure there's some ways to kind of get around that. His Star Surge is his Q. Now this one, it shoots out a little, like, star or a little ball, basically. If you're familiar with League, think of a growing Anivia Q. It just kind of shoots out there. It goes pretty slowly. And then as you go, if you stay with it, as long as Aurelion Sol is near the Q, it will grow in size. So the longer you stay with it, the longer it can go on for. And just like Anivia's Q, whenever it reaches the outside of Aurelion far away enough, it will explode. If it is something that, like, if you have a good opportunity, you want to pop it early, you can also just manually detonate it. So something pretty cool. I thought this was actually a pretty sweet champion/hero design, because I don't know. This is a really neat idea, because it grows in radius. It doesn't grow in damage. It grows in radius in terms of how big the explosion is if you nurture your Q. So it gives you an incentive to start preparing for a fight a long ways ahead of time. This was actually something that, this is a long while ago, but I actually really wanted Swain to have some of these mechanics, because Swain was the tactician, and I like the idea of, he's a kind of a risk-reward guy. If you're pretty convinced that you can guess where a fight's going to break out, or if you're trying to respond to a fight, he has a pretty decent ability in terms of he can come into a fight and make a pretty big play, because his very presence in there is pretty huge. And the Q itself can get pretty large, although it's harder to aim, obviously, if the fight goes on longer or whatever. You have to have a pretty decent sense of expectation, or anticipation, rather. Voice of Light is his ult. The thing I could compare this closest to, for lack of a better way, is it's sort of like Vel'Koz's ult in terms of just like the range of the sucker, but it also like knocks them back as well as damaging all of them. It's not just like a constant laser beam, but it just lays out like a really it's kind of like it's a longer and knockback including version of Vel'Koz's W. I think it's his W. It's the one where like makes a fissure in the ground. It's pretty much the same thing. But yeah, Aurelion Soul, pretty cool. Also, Stream and I were discussing this a moment ago. So I got this skin because again, I really like this idea. I like dragons and I like space, but this guy looks really cool. I like this skin, and this skin. What sealed the deal for me was that he has little legs. Like it literally, he is the poster dragon of never skip leg day. Cause what the fudge is that? It's like, hello, I am a mystical beast, and I get very small in the legs. It's just really ridiculous. His legs are freaking ripped. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he has I think he has like quads on his quads and like calves on his calves. Like it's crazy. But this, like, why are his legs so tiny? It's so weird because it's so not proportionally what you would expect. I think what's happening here actually in this picture is that his body is kind of further away over on his tail side than near his head. Like he's kind of coming towards us a little bit. But if you don't think of it that way and you think it's all just like he's just lined up, this is just like a side shot, he looks like he has really, really tiny legs. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and try to get into a match, and we're going to goof around with him. It'll be my first match. We'll probably lose. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, because I have no idea what I'm doing with this guy. And we'll queue up technically for mid and top, and we'll see how that goes. I have no idea how this will go down, but hopefully it goes well. So we'll be back when we're in a match. Alright guys, we are back, and we have Aurelion Soul. I'm going to be playing him with this kind of the little fire skin. And I'm so excited. Like, words do not describe how excited I am. We played 2 other matches trying to get him. I did the rank match, and then I did a normal match, and I just talk over all of his dialogue, cry. Alright. But yeah, finally got him. So excited. Alright, let's see what he's got here. So...
Of course I love Runeterra. You have buildings and more buildings.
I'm pretty sure those are the sunglasses from Gurren Lagann, aren't they?
I used to wander the stars. Now I'm stuck down here with you. The sun is unimaginable celestial power, and thrilled mortals use theirs to coordinate this lunchtime.
I like that one. I like that quote.
On other worlds, there is emerging life more complex than you.
Minions have spawned.
This is him dancing. Oh, that's I don't know if I like that. That's very kind of thing.
My works are revered by worlds I have never even visited.
Okay, let's give him a little bit of a help, Skadoodles. Move! What the fudge? Aggro him, dog! Alright, that's all the help you're getting, little nerf herder.
Sometimes the stars gaze back.
What? I don't even want to know what this guy's talking about.
I'm going to throw a star at you now. Good luck.
Oh, it's okay. So there is a little bit of a delay between when you can toggle. It's not as like free flowing as a, well, for again lack of a better comparison, Wisp and League or not League. I'm also really bad at managing him so far.
More than a luminous sphere of wonder.
All right, so we know what all that's about now. Let's see, what else we got going on here?
This sun could do what you call.
Okay, interesting, interesting. So you have to pick your battles really carefully. I think mid is an easier lane for him to work on, honestly. He feels better. he feels like he should be in mid lane. The problem here is that this guy is too tanky. My poke doesn't feel like it's doing very much. Okay, there's
I
that.
grieve for every star never born.
Ah! Okay, back away. Man, that's actually not as easy as I thought it would be to time that.
Why does anyone wish upon a star?
Okay, and then there we go with that. Alright, let's go see how quickly he can get back into lane. Because, is this Cartwave? No, it's not Cartwave. Alright, so yeah, we'll go back. I'm going to build him... I have a suspicion here. I'm going to build him 5-Ring King. For those of you who don't know 5-Ring King, that was something I do often with Malzahar, which is, I build 5 rings on him. And a lot of people I'm sure are going to be like, what? Yeah, that's what I do. So I build 5 rings, and then I build it so I can kind of ignore the mana costs that are associated with the champion that I'm playing. For Malzahar, it's really useful because it literally just it zeroes out all my mana costs pretty much. What does this cost? Costs 60 mana for a minute cooldown. Fly 3,000. Okay, so there is a limit for his flying ability. Although it's a pretty generous limit, that said.
More basic elements, I could really
Interesting.
Make this place shimmer.
Max Q, stun duration goes up. Yeah, but I get the feeling that I need the damage. I would imagine if you played Aurelion Sol as like a support, like a damage support, sort of like Annie, then he would be a decent person to have like a good Q on. Or if you had a really aggressive jungler, which our Nunu died to jungle creep, so kind of doubt that's the case here. Could be. Okay, so what happens if you keep it running with the fire? Okay, so it has to be ticked by a new fireball. You can't just keep the fireball running on him. But you can't. Okay, so you can manipulate where, like, as it hits. You can actually do that. That's kind of neat. Yeah, because this one is the passive damage bonus and the cooldown. Oh, the cooldown, that's actually huge. So you can, okay, so you can manipulate that a little bit more. All right, cool. All right, I like that. Oh yeah, what the fudge? That scale, what the fleet?
Not everyone shines brightly enough.
What's going on? Oh, I would have loved to go on bottom. Alright, so I'm going to play Greedy Aurelion Sol as well. Oh, we'll see. I'm going to try to play a Greedy Aurelion Sol. We'll see what happens. Dang, that shield is savage. Alright. As Aurelion Sol absolutely crushes our Talon. My gosh. Oh no! Our defeaterinos.
Argon has used me as its weapon for far too long.
Oh no, I missed.
Irritating cluster of particles.
Ooh, okay. Go that way.
In the cosmos, amongst my stars.
Okay, interesting. Definitely a little bit differently than I thought that would work, but that's alright. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna pick up. We're gonna go up to 4 rings. I'm gonna see if I can get a Majais for my 5th, where my 5th ring would go, and see how that goes down. Oh my gosh. Altus Fusroda. Kind of is, isn't it? Oh my. Alright, let's keep it going, baby. Love to kill bottom. Ward, please. I'm gonna ask them if they're gonna cooperate with us at all.
For a great expansion.
Oh man. Okay. So it is a little bit selective about how the fireball has to hit in order for it to count. That's pretty lame. Oh, there's an Aurelion Sol here.
The heavens diminish without my attention.
Oh, Talon, can you get there in time? Dang. Really? well, shoot, man. All right, let's go top now. We'll pick up the Prospector's Ring and we'll go top.
Fine, take your gold.
All right, let's see here. So, what is the range of this bad boy? It's pretty generous range. It's yeah, it's pretty generous range, but not enough. We'll go with it. We'll go with it, indeed. Okay, can I keep pace with this star well enough that I could do this? Okay, so I can keep the speed up sort of, but it doesn't really go very well. Oh crap! Dang it! Oh man, I should have been prepared for that. That's alright though. I didn't have many stacks anyways. Alright, we do need boots though on this guy for surezies. Ooh, he has blue buff. Aurelion Soul. Oh no, the ward just died. Crap! Well, I think he's got that kill covered. Yeah.
Darkness overwhelms the heavens. Will Targon realize its folly?
This is really weird. Really, really weird. I think that this is also a guy that you want to get to late game, like, really badly. If he's not in late game, he's not quite as amazing as you would hope. So, does this make him go faster? I feel like it makes you go a little bit faster.
You will shine.
No, I guess he just moves. He seems like he's moving straight, but it just must be like something that... I think that because it looks that way. Oh wow, that harass is incredible. What the fudge? Okay, that works for me. Wasn't really very pretty on my part, but it worked. Alright, let's see. Would love to go in on bottom.
Burn the cosmos to catch Targon in the flames.
Okay, so three rounds of that is what it takes for me to currently drop the creep wave in the back. Let's see. I don't have enough to make this into a Majai's. Okay, you know what? We're gonna sell a ring. We're gonna have to just do that, and then hopefully we'll make something happen here.
Just my style.
Maybe not. If I was gonna commit earlier, I would have, but dang, that's unfortunate. All right, whatever. We'll go back to top. Dang, 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 dang. I was hoping for some stuff to happen there. That was really stingy of me. Okay. Let's go up here.
Perhaps there is more to this world than I thought.
Fudge off! Okay, there we go. Man, that's so rough. So Aurelion really, he struggles. Once he gets caught, he's just kind of caught. There's not much you can do about it. Let's see. Guess we'll pick this up.
Mount Targon's tab.
Okay, and let's go up this way.
But I suppose a single rainbow is a good start.
Man, for a Cosmic Space Dragon, he's really not as strong as you think he would be. Man, I thought about it. No! Oh, thank God. Okay, so if you max out his W, you can change his expansion like more rapidly, which is actually really handy. Okay, let's just go ahead and fly over to over there. I'm gonna make an executive decision. I really hope that this plays out the way I think it will.
An enemy has been slain.
Love is as real a force as gravity. Try it once in a while.
Okay. Oh, I turned, I guess? Yeah, I turned
Darkness
a
is
little bit.
my only true enemy.
So he has Smite as well, huh? I thought this was a trend that more or less ended a while ago, but I guess not. Okay, let's go.
All terrestrial dragons are but pale imitations of my kind.
I'm actually kind of at a loss as to what to do right here. I need to snowball, because I committed to the snowball build. But I gotta say, though, he is extremely underwhelming without, like... If other people don't create opportunity, I can see how he just gets really, really static really quickly. There goes toast. So Mally.
Ally has been slain.
Celestial dragons live and die by our own beautiful rules.
I had to flash, dang. Okay, got the blue buff. Can we get more?
Necessary matter.
Haha, I got him. Oh my. That was an interesting bit of footwork there. I am super low, man. If I die, I'll be very sad. Oh no, I dodged it perfectly! Dang! Game is hard. Alright. Ah, frog! Fudge off! Alright. Okay. Yeah, this is someone that you would actually have to spend a lot of time just to learn how to use his fireballs very well. His little rotating fireballs of
When
death.
to make an entrance and an exit.
Alright, let's sell one of these rings back. Get him some more ability power here.
Do you know who I am?
And then I believe... Yeah, we're gonna go rush the Rylai's, I think, just to make things a little bit slower, give him a little tankier, stuff like that. Ugh, that top's gone. That's alright though. Except, too bad nothing really is going on here. Yeah, I thought Nunu was coming. I was very wrong. Okay, well, that was a wash. Okay. That works. That was really nothing to do with me, more so with everyone else, but hey, you know, go with what works. Oh, thank you, guy. Aw, dang. I was hoping. Alright, that's alright. That's okay. I didn't play that very well, but thankfully it worked out for our team in the end. Alright, let me just build up some... Oh, I can't build the speed like this. Alright, no, 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 we can't do this. You're not tanky enough, man. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get ourselves a Rylai's, and then we'll go into Ludens, I think. Actually, maybe we can go to Ludens right now. Luden? Yeah, no, I rate that. Ludens first.
So many magic staves.
So many magic staves.
Lots of space full of terrible entities.
Alright, Nunu, I'm a-coming. I'm a-coming, buddy. Don't you die on me yet. You may die after I steal a kill from your booty. Oh, crap. Well, maybe he's going to die anyways. Never mind.
The insufferable byproduct of dim stars.
Oh, crap. They took the track.
If you ask me, we have set the bar too low for sentience.
Well, I guess I'm going to go top. I just have to go top, make sure that they don't take the whole thing for free. Yeah, I don't want to work there. There's 3 of them going there anyways. I'll be fine.
They tell about me. They're probably true.
Oh, crap. He hit me. I did not expect him to hit me, to be honest.
I've seen enough.
Alright, and then let's just set up a back line here.
Fences. Laughable.
Alright, whatever. We got his flash. He got greedy there. I think he's overestimating how much he can do with us. Like, he's strong. Don't get us strong, but yeah, that was pretty sketchy on his part. Alright, there's that one. I don't think I could take on the other guy.
An ally has been slain.
Can I take him on?
I never mind. Too uncouth.
I don't think I could take him on. Wish I could, but cannot do. Alright, let's go get ourselves another rod, and then we'll probably be in pretty good shape, I'd say. Whoop. There's another
I
rod.
spark passion into starfire.
Alright, and then over here we go.
Any relevant species has been knocked back into the Stone Age once or twice. With a few more basic elements, I can really make this place shimmer.
Okay, very nice. Then we'll head back. Another good old smackaroony. And then let's see here.
Targon has used me as its weapon for fun.
Alright, let's go up top. I think they're going to commit to top. I'm going to assume they are. Because we still have that tower there. I think that's a pretty good reason for them to go for it.
I have waited millennia to watch Targon fall.
Okay, well, that was kind of spooky. Let's back up a little bit, and then we're just going to, like, run in. Big ol' stun. Alright, let's go. Let's try to get, like, a big ol' stun going here. Let's see. Are they going to still commit? Good enough for me. Well, that did not go as I had hoped. Dang it! Stun of dreams. Dang, I am really bad at aiming those fireballs. Alright, well, we're getting assists for all these things. 25 stacks of Majais, that's not too bad. And let's see here. We're not really all that much closer to anything. We will get Sork Boots on him, though, for shoresies. Because he doesn't really have any cooldowns that really need to be shortened down much more than they already are. This 10-second one's actually pretty short as it is, to be honest. Alright, and then let me just go ahead and shoot this out. Yeah, I'm really not good at that. Alright, let's go ahead, farm these bad boys out. Okay, very nice. Man, I just keep forgetting that you can't just keep running them underneath the fireball. Like, you have to hit a new one every time, which is surprisingly difficult for me to do for some reason. Okay, let's go see what this whole thing in mid's about. Okay, this looks pretty promising. Pretty good. That was actually okay. That was not the best, but it wasn't the worst. I'm okay with that.
Whenever I think my work is complete, I end up back here, under this.
Alright. Okie dokie. Let's just back it up. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. And then we're just going to zoom straight down to bottom. Grab that farm, and then from the farm, we'll go back, get our Rylai's, hopefully. Hopefully that'll be enough farm for Rylai's. Never mind, we're pushing it away. Jokes. Maybe we'll have an opportunity to steal our blue. It's pretty greedy of me, though, to be honest. I don't know if I should. Don't know if I should or could. How much damage does this do? Not very much. The ratios aren't as good as you would hope they would be. Okay, that should be alright. We should be more or less in the cover of darkness here. Dang. He's gonna stun. Dang. Okay, down goes one. Down goes another. Dang it. Ah, crap. Got him. Ah, run! Oh no. Alright, we're gonna back up completely. I do not trust these. Alright, we go top. We go top, we get farm. Yes? Yes. Alright. Yeah, I know the fireball's can still be seen in the brush. I am aware.
A star is so much more than a luminous sphere of wonder.
Like, I can see how this could be an amazing guy to have in your, like, pocket if you actually know how to play him very well. I'm just having a hard time playing him because I'm not very good at the game.
Begging for more.
Actually, let's get a death cap because we can afford it right out of the box, so that'll help us do a lot more damage. And I don't know what their MR situation isn't that great. There's Merc treads, I guess, but really nothing really that great.
For sentience.
Let's see.
Darkness is my only true enemy.
Uh-oh. Got some spookiness going on up here.
Ending doom. Exciting, isn't it?
What is happening right now? What is actually going on? Alright, let's just go this way. Let's just do this old-fashioned way. Walk right up to their doorstep. Ah, got them both! Nerf herders. And... how much health do you have? 740? What does this do? We probably need a poke before we can do that. Nope, that, I literally didn't even tag him. Okay, guys. Seems a little bit excessive. Alright, well, that works. Get out, get out, get out while you can! No, no, no. Oh no! Are you kidding? Oh, I just needed to tap him! Oh no! Oh, I cry. Oh man. Dang it! Man, we're so close in that one too. Shoot, man. That's alright. That's okay. Oh, okay, let's get a blasting one. We need to make a void staff at this point. Forgot the Rylai's, honestly. We'll just go and just try to make like him super bursty. Oh my. Ah, crepe. And then we're gonna get ourselves the throws. Please, Broseph, no, don't do this. Broseph, also talk with little bro and figure out when we're gonna get food. Alright, let's go zoom. Actually, I'm gonna pick up Alacrity. I know that's kind of a weird thing to... well... teleport and flash? Yeah, no, I'd rate that actually. I'd rate a lower cooldown teleport and flash.
I see a universe drained of light and heat.
Alrighty.
Where not even a story will
I do want a
survive.
blue. I do really badly want a blue. Holy crepe. Okay. I want to be not where the Nautilus is. Really? Are you kidding? Wow. That hook, though. That freaking hook. Well, we just lost all of our stacks. We'll go figure it out. We'll figure it out. What's going on here? Try every time. Slurp you off my main slurp. I'm actually throwing though. Like, actually, just, I'm the worst kind of person right now. How strong is this Callista? She is spooky, for sure. The boy gonna cook some steak. Oh, that sounds that sounds yummy. Where's my invite? Alright, let's go top. Let's go top and sort of ignore the plights of our teammates. We're gonna go grab all this delicious farm up here, and then we'll join the mid for some fights. That Nunu ult, though. Okay, well, I'm slightly confused. He missed the ult, so people really committed. I can't really say that. Yep, can't really say anything about that. Just that was an interesting decision. Mate, I've been here. What? That hit him! Bull shrimp, man. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. The flames.
Bah! Oh, I didn't even kill anyone. Oh, crap. Almost died. Alrighty. Well, shoot, man. The game is hard. Okay, get ourselves all healed up.
Countless colors, but I suppose a single rainbow is a good start.
Then let's go ahead like that.
Nothing kindles wonder like the beauty of stars.
Okay. There's definitely an Aurelion soul there. And a Nautilus. Nope. Level of do not want is pretty darn high. Aggro. Aggro the birds. The birds will help us. Alright.
I wouldn't navigate by the stars. They are a work in progress.
Alright, Baron is ours. I like it. What's going on over here? Is this killable? Oh, that hit him. Alright, back we go. Get ourselves a Void Staff. Alright, now we're in it for the rollsies. Now we can do some mad damage. Whew! Alrighty. I was actually thinking about getting maybe like a lifesteal item on him as well. I feel like he would be pretty dank with the Will of the Ancients or something. Because each of his fireballs would proc it, I think, so it'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, not only did I really guess wrong about which direction he was going, that was just bad. Alright, down the other soul goes. He had no blue. Cry every time. Mana. Okay. People are being moved around. Okie dokie. Well, I guess that's going to be the end of the game. So, GG, I suppose? That was a very weird game. It's definitely fun to play. Definitely a little bit more difficult than I thought he would be. Alright, well anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a weird gameplay. We did end up winning. It was a normal game though, and we're not in a high skill bracket or anything. Hey, we got an S- rank. Cool. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys another time. So take care everybody, and ciao for now.